It's more of a, I don't know, just an internal thought that, yeah, vices, the illusions we travel, what we take, what we want, what we...
It's kind of like a journey, like going through the pines.
Exactly. And then again, it's about nothing, so...
Take from it what you will.
Yeah, yeah. It's very simple.
I like that.
It's very simple.
I was just reading a book on vices, which I think is very interesting, and whether or not you can say them all for the camera. Like, I was reading in the book, it was explaining, and I agree, that everybody, all humans need vices. Whether we were just talking about, you know, being straight edge, like, which we are not, but that's totally cool if that's your life decision. But even if you're at that point in your life, you still have vices. Every human has a vice. Sometimes just a few, but it has to be there because there's always those things that subconsciously we know it's bad for us, but we do it anyway.
And whether it's a food
or even good vices, though.
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
Well, it can be.
I think that's a vice.
I don't know, beneficial vice. I don't know if it's like an oxymoron. Well, like, do you have
it's from perception?
Do you have a good for you vice?
No, I look at other people's vice that they think is good that I don't necessarily think is
So
good.
that kind of ties
Give
into
me
the
a for
illusion
instance,
factor.
The illusion of
The
it all.
illusion
Like what?
factor.
Oh, jeez.
No, I think like exercise can be a good vice, but then you can overdo it easily. You can, you know, like
Definitely.
pull
Religion.
Religion.
You can
Become a
overdo it.
fanatic.
You can overdo it. Be a
Because
zealot.
you mean
Extremist.
well, the road to hell is paved in good intentions.
Yeah.
True.
True.
If you believe in that sort of thing.
When I have the internet, you know, Facebook, I guess that's a vice because there's like 10 things I should be doing that isn't that.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's right there. It's like 3
Facebook can be
feet
good.
away, and I'm like...
Facebook can get you good opportunities, but or it also
it can get you
sit you on the couch and
Yeah.
you out of a job.
It can get you fired. It could
Get you fired.
Exactly.
I had a coworker get fired because she was talking about a boss, and boss
the
is one of her
classic Facebook
600 friends.
I know that story as well. I know somebody.
That's just mind blowing.
It's sad. It's sad.
But it's kind of cool when people are they're just going to complain. And they're like, oops, oh yeah, I'm not supposed to complain about the person that's already on here.
Yeah.
Right.
Any other vices that you can speak of?
Ooh,
No?
just no. I think that's it, man.
That's it. We don't have any others.
Not that we can speak
vices, not that
of
we can
sometimes.
speak of.
That's good. The way
Besides
perhaps
playing
it
the
should
drums.
be.
Yeah.
Besides playing music, like that's our vice. Like, and whether it's good for us or not, we're not really sure, but we're doing it anyways because we don't really know any other way. So
Maybe
we're gonna
maybe
go
that's the
and do
best
it
kind of
regardless.
vice. You're not
It
sure,
really
like...
is, 'cause
What does it matter,
fill in
really?
you,
At the end, I mean,
already-
you could just look too deep into it. I mean, you know.
Well, and that's what's cool, though, when, I mean, music is a vice. Like, I'll call it my vice from time to time because I'll just, like, overdo it just with hours in my week.
Oh, man, yeah.
Giving it over to music, that can end relationships, which it can, whether female or just with a buddy or whatever.
Start relationships, too.
Well,
What do you like? What kind of music you like?
that's a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
So it that kind of ties into what you're saying about the perception of it in the first place because it all depends on how you look at it. You know, it's in the eye of the beholder. If it's working for you, I wouldn't recommend it to everyone or anyone necessarily. You know, the way it just happens to work for me.
Exactly.
You know.
Everyone's correct in their opinion. I always like saying that.
Hell yeah.
As soon as people start telling me about my opinion, I'm like, you're right, I'm right. Shut up. So through the pines, and so you said you snowboard. Anybody else? We gotta get to this real quick.
I board. Oh yeah,
because
I'm from Reno, the Sierra Nevadas.
There's a
man,
vice.
Squaw Valley.
That's a vice for me, man. I'll be like, oh, I'm broke. It's still here, overdraft. I need to get up there.
I would travel to Colorado to hit
Oh,
those
yeah.
mountains. I love Colorado's mountains.
See,
Gorgeous.
I've rocked it hard in Washington, but I don't know much about, like, what's your guys' favorite of all time? Like?
Oh, dude, man, if you go over, dude, Mammoth, California, Mammoth.
I only hear good things, man.
Squaw Valley, dude, Squaw Valley is so big. Like, I heard something about it, you know. I mean, they have a ice skating rink at the top of the mountain and a full restaurant and a hotel and everything up there, hot tubs, saunas, the works, you know.
Yeah.
It's supposedly you could ride Squaw Valley endlessly with just the amount of time it would take you to go down the hill for like 24 hours. It would take you to ride every single run. That's how big it is. I mean, you know, people come from around the world to ride there. And I was spoiled because my friends worked up at Boreal, which is 45 minutes out of Reno. I'd get off school, hop in my brother's car because he worked up there.
Rock, man.
And I'd go ride for free, dude, all night while he worked because he's working the main lift. So
Love it, man.
So I come up here and I'm kind of just like, well, it's too expensive for me. And if
well-
I break my arm and I don't have insurance,
That's why it's a vice, man.
tough to play those
It's worth the vice. Here, we'll go, dude. Just go
love
to
it.
Baker.
yeah. Actually, we went out and
Yeah, I went to
with
Big
his
Bear
mom came to
last
town. We went
winter.
out there.
Dude,
Love that.
mushroom
super sick.
hunting.
That's if you board, like nothing against skiers. I've just never skied.
Yeah.
Like that's a boarder's mountain.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it is
Baker-
because both sides are really good.
Super sick.
Yeah.
Outside the
So you
back
guys
side.
don't board. What's your excuses? What do you got?
Money.
He did
I
once.
drink
He
a
hated
lot
it.
and a lot of video games and work and.
And gorillas don't belong.
Okay,
in the
but
Bahamas.
that's a great.
Gorillas,
wait,
gorillas aren't really meant for mountainside terrain there.
I disagree entirely. But
Express himself properly in that kind of climate.
yeah.
I saw Sasquatch up there more than once.
Well, yeah.
On a board?
Yeah.
Shredding.
Dude,
Maybe a couple
favorite
times.
video game then? That's a great vice.
Phew.
Throw it out there.
I
You
have
Call
to
of Duty
say
guy,
that
or what do you
Call
do?
of
Call of
Duty
Duty
game,
guy.
man.
Love
That's
Call of
pretty
Duty.
So good.
mind-blowing.
Best game.
So good.
Best
So
game.
good. COD.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Best game. I mean, I
Either-
stopped playing everything else.
Yeah.
There's no point.
Keep on
It definitely exceeds the potential for all other games.
all for the first
Very
shooters
good.
ever, forever.
Very,
Until
very
the next one comes
Well,
out.
yeah.
It used to
The
be
next-
GTA. Like you could just get stuck in
Yeah.
there for that could suck.
I remember
up your
Counter Strike, man. I've been shooting people
In
on
the
screen
game
for
for
a
a
long time.
while, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, been rocking it.
Yeah.
What's your favorite vice? Okay, do you got video games too, or?
No, I'm not a real big game fanatic.
Oz.
Oz. Yeah, I've been into Oz, the series Oz lately.
Oz, okay.
That's not a vice, though.
Call it a vice. It's just weird. I like that. Oz is my vice. Every night I cannot go to sleep until Oz is on the TV.
That's what puts me to sleep.
Oh, he's getting shanked. Yeah, dude. That's awesome.
That was a good episode.
It's a good show.
Oh man. All right, I think we got to get to On the Wire here and just pause our Vice session for a moment. We're going to get into Through the Pines, but first to let us know what's going on, and I believe Jesse's sick, so it's my very, very distinguished pleasure in presenting for On the Wire, Mr. Steve Rock. I love you. Oh, you're beautiful. Thanks, Steve.
Snowboard.
And we're back. And yes, we were talking about snowboarding. Wow, that snuck up. I saw Through the Pines. We're snowboarding through the pines there. This is Hot Rocks, A-Sick, and Through the Pines. It's not about snowboarding. Although maybe you could rewrite, maybe put a little bit like shredding in between. No?
Carved.
Yeah, we'll look into that. Yeah, acoustic set.
I'll see what I
We'll do
can
an
do.
acoustic set.
Excellent. Yeah, please.
Definitely for you.
Yeah, and so on the first, down there at Fuel, and Fuel is in Pioneer Square, rocking with MTF.
Yeah.
Excellent. So I have that to look forward to.
Heard they haven't been rocking around here for like 7 years. or
MTF.
something.
Yeah, no, I
So
remember
they
watching those
broke
guys
up a
all the
long
time back
ago.
when, yeah.
So they just getting back together, and I think that's gonna be their first show. I'm not sure.
That's wicked.
Yeah.
And could I find more information at asickn.com?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or Facebook, MySpace, Reverb
It's all
Nation.
The
We got-
internets.
Yes.
Yeah, we got all that
That's
stuff.
all
hit,
linked
hit the
in the bottom
Google
of this
web.
screen.
Hit the
I heard-
Google search bar.
I heard you log on to the internets and just things start happening.
Yes. Yeah. It's
Infinite
Sometimes bad.
possibilities.
Sometimes bad. I'm not wasting my time until a retinal scan that can be like, good day, Steve. Here are 10 things you need. We're almost there. We're close to Minority Report.
Definitely.
That's the good
Definitely.
news. So what else you guys about to be doing? On the first, you got that show. Do we got more in the works?
Yeah,
still?
we're
You guys-
writing. We've been writing these 3 songs.
And I'm looking at this guy here. Now, how what I'm pointing at is their CD, which was produced.
By Dudley Taft.
And I was
From Seattle here.
Rose in that room was telling me to ask you guys about Dudley.
Dudley is the man.
Great guy.
Man.
Why?
He is
and
amazing.
explain.
Oh, man, he helped us all out, just
Yeah.
being musicians and learning new techniques and just watching him work and produce us. He
He's
made
really
us
one of the
become
first guys
who
to
we
ever
are.
like kind of take us seriously and
Yeah.
kind of help us
And just
he
give
came-
us
He
advice.
hooked us up, and he's a really awesome guy. And everything sounds great on the EP too. So we just released that. Like 2 weeks ago
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
So that's
Right
available
after-
at all of our shows.
Right before we
now.
got robbed.
Right after we got robbed.
Right after
Oh
we
man,
got
you know what?
robbed.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
let's 1 second take just because that just happened, and I like the tour I was just on. Some guitar shenanigans happen like that, and it just makes me sad when you lose an old friend like an axe.
Oh, man. First
Especially.
love.
So,
First love, right
Yeah,
there.
tell the story real quick. Give a description real quick, man, because you never know who's watching or who's.
Well, we lost a drum tom, his.
12-inch Tama Rockstar. It's got a StarCast mounting.
Where did this happen?
Greenwood, right by my house.
In Greenwood, right here in Seattle, yeah. And this was like a week and a half ago.
Pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah. We played a benefit show that night, so we had to borrow equipment. Musicians
No
were
good
nice.
deed goes unpunished, Benefit show, hey,
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
what
The
we
Gulf
learned.
spill, for the fishermen down in Louisiana and
no
whatnot.
doubt, man.
He lost a bass and a bass head.
Yeah. I lost a black Behringer BXL 4500 or something like that. I don't really care about that, but I lost my Ibanez sound gear as well.
Oh, dude.
But it's got a big blue bad